Greetings, Sausage. When it comes to looking at TV icons that, transcended and, became, icons of, in a way, just, I would say, a level of goodness. Like, several come to mind, whether it is, Mr. Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
I was just thinking, you and your family and your friends could have your own arts festival and include whatever you like to do, such as drawing, or painting, or dancing, or dressing up, or singing, or cooking. There are many ways of saying who you are and how you feel, ways that can be so helpful, ways that don't hurt yourself or anybody else.
Or when it comes to just say the PBS, it was always a show that was just gave you a sense of joy, a sense of comfort, and just whimsy, would be a word. Or if you're wanting to talk about animals, we have to look back at Steve Irwin, a man that brought us to the world, the joy in the world and understanding of hey, these animals, they're beautiful, and we should be taking care of them.
Isn't she just darling? This is the most beautiful animal I've ever shared time with, and it's quality time. I am so in love, absolutely in love, besotted by this drop-dead gorgeous girl. Up you go, baby. Have a go at this. She sticks her tongue right in my ear.
But there is another man who also, when it comes to television, and in a way, has also brought back a resurgence, in a way, is Bob Ross.
There we are. But we'll just start and just dance in little things. Don't worry about it. Painting should make you happy.
With the joy of painting. And here's and how he has struck a chord when it comes to millennials. And yeah, I think one thing that how this probably digging into my little noodle that's called all that. I think I can understand why he why he was suddenly gravitated to people. Especially during say times of COVID and all that, hey, we are going back and just watching things to do because we're stuck in our homes. Well, not currently, but during that time period, perhaps we were looking for a show to watch, and when we just found this man just talking about painting, having time, whenever he was just making mistakes, he would say this.
Let's go all the way across. What the heck? Make a decision and do it. We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
And, just do it with a laugh. Yeah, I know, say sometimes when you're watching a program, even the idea of, a program, when it's just something you probably think of, well, that's just mundane. Watching someone paint. But watching someone go from, the starting point to the ending point can be rather rewarding. It just feels yeah, we did that. And I also can say that probably would translate to suddenly, maybe someone would want to actually do some of that painting themselves. In fact, the actual show, it had 31 seasons with 403 episodes. That's quite a lot.
Sometimes those brushes get away and they go, soon, clean the other side of the room. That's when you find out who your friends are.
Actually, the first season aired on early 1983. It was produced by the WVNC in Falls Church, Virginia. Starting in the second season in late 1983, the show was produced by WIPM in Munich, Indiana, until its end in 1994, and later by Blue Ridge Public Television in Roanoke, Virginia. I like Roanoke. And the show is currently being distributed by American Public Television. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, like, I mean, if you want to watch it, you can like watch it on YouTube, or if you can watch it on like, you know, the public network and all that. I gotta say that just like having like, you know, gone back to actually watch a bit of the show.
Now there's somebody at home. Somebody's at home. Maybe they got dinner cooking. We don't know. And just very quickly, just lay in a happy little sky area, just making little X's. Boy, Johnny Horton wrote a beautiful song about northern lights.
It's really a show that is just like, yes, you can just put it on, and I feel like, you know that time like when you're watching something and you just feel all your little emotions, like say if you were just having a bad day, you suddenly have this like, you know, just this man just like painting, and you're just thinking, wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun to just sit back or stand back and behind like a canvas and make something captivating? I mean, then again, we had to make sure we had those little trees.
Just a tiny bit over here. Not as much. Tiniest little bit.
And, yeah, I can understand why The Joy of Painting would be, you know, with Bob Ross, could be a show that would, you know, get a lot of merchandising and a lot of, you know, I don't know, product placements and all that stuff. And heck, even if we appear in like as a what will be the word, likeness in other things like TV shows.
Bob. Well, Bob is dropping bombs like this is Guernica. Served 20 years. Air Force. United States of America. My technique will make your mistress weak. Put her to sleep, elbow drop a drink. I go deep, and I keep it mellow like some cadmium yellow. I'm a bright like titanium white kind of fella. Don't believe in mistakes unless you step to me. Yo, Pablo, you just got your happy little ass beat.
Because as I feel like say the thing about the Bob Ross, The Joy of Painting, is you're watching a man vibe. You're watching a man just sit back and enjoy. You're just sitting back and just having a sense of like, you know, a bit of, you know, artistic inspiration. I guess that's just how I feel. It's really quite surprising. Because, you know, like when you think of painting, someone painting, you're probably just like, huh. Like, especially if you're like going to like say someone do it live, you just think, huh, how long am I going to watch this for? But you really get invested in it. You really do.
We get letters from people say they just sleep better when the show's on. That's all right. Maybe we'll have a little pink in the sky. I sort of like that. And in our world, we can do anything that we want to do here. Any old thing.
And I also can just see why. I really do. Like, when it comes to the thing about it, I can remember that he even had his own chia pet.
And now, Bob Ross Chia Pet. Watch it grow.
Fantastic.
At chia.com.
Heck, one of his paintings that he had done on The Joy of Painting was A Walk in the Woods, was listed for sale in 2023, price at $9.8 million. That is really cool. And back in the 90s, Bob even appeared on the Bill Nye the Science Guy, where he did a self-parodying segment entitled The Artistic Eye with Bob Ross.
Cones don't help much in the dark. What they do is let us see in bright light and in thousands of different colors. So let's make some colorful cones in the center. here we are at the Retina, land of happy little rods and cones.
Happy.
So yeah, it seemed like Bob had a bit of a referential humor about himself. Yeah, I can just see the Joy of Painting would be a show that is just like it's just a show you can watch when you want to relax. But have you ever watched The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross? I bet you have. But what's your thoughts on it? Or Bob himself? See you next time.